Hey guys, it's minus 27 degrees out. Perfect time for a walk. While we're walking, I want to tell you a short story. It was last October, during Canadian Thanksgiving, when a kitten was spotted running around this area. Neighbors wondered if it was ours. No, it wasn't ours. Eventually, the kitten made its way into our backyard. She was the cutest, tiniest little thing. I would guess 6 weeks old. She was pot-bellied, bull-legged, and full of beans. How she ended up on her own, I had no idea. It was obvious that she was feral and somehow became separated from her mother. After a few weeks of coaxing, she finally came in the house. The goal was to socialize her, get her fixed, and find her a good home. When we took her to the vet said the kitten was probably rejected by her mother. She was probably the runt of the litter. This shocked me. This poor kitten, rejected by her mother, persevered on her own and finally ended up here with us. And with us she will stay, safe and secure and loved for the rest of her life. But what about her mother and brothers and sisters? They certainly won't be so lucky. There is a lesson here, an important one. Are you the runt of the litter? Were you ever rejected and shunned? Perhaps in high school? Perhaps even now you're laughed at and ostracized. Maybe it's because you look different than others, or more likely, it's because you think differently than others. I remember the sage, Krishnamurti, how he used to talk about thinking clearly. What does it mean to think clearly? Krishnaji gave this beautiful illustration. Picture a river, a clear river, where you can see to the bottom. And that's all he'd say. You had to do the rest. And of course, seeing things clearly means without obstruction. And what is it that clouds are thinking? Could it be our conditioning? Odds are, if you're watching this, you're a vegan. You've already seen and rejected the conditioning of your parents and their parents and so on. You've already rejected the conditioning of the meat industry, and because of that, you see the horror. But it doesn't end at veganism. Even though there's still much work to do, you see those who are lost in illusion and delusion. You notice how every person you encounter is suffering. The cool kids who made fun of you aren't so cool anymore. No matter how much money they have, they are somehow poor, shallow. And you notice how shallow attracts shallow. Of course, the good news is that by breaking through conditioning, you also see the beauty where others do not. As you awaken, empathy and compassion flow towards all living beings, and you begin to see the very nature of love itself. If, like our kitten, you are shunned, consider yourself lucky. I want to urge you to hang in there. Never give up. Stay true to yourself. Question everything. You will find what you're looking for. You will find that place you can call home. Thanks for watching, my friends. And remember, life is more than food.
Come on, Bella. Come on home.